Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about the various systems of wage payment and incentives. We all know that wages is a very important component of the total cost in any business enterprise. Therefore, it is very important to determine at what rate the wages are going to be paid to the various employees. The various methods that we are going to discuss in this video are time-based, output-based, a combination of these two, premium bonus method, and incentives for indirect workers. Let us look at the first one, that is time-based system. Now, as the name suggests, the payment made to the worker depends on how many hours the worker has worked in the factory. In this method, a standard rate per unit of the time is decided by the management. Say, the management has fixed a standard rate of 10 rupees per hour. Therefore, if an employee works for 8 hours per day, he'll be paid a total of 8 hours into 10 rupees per hour, that is 80 per day. So if he works for 6 days in a week, his total wages for the week will come to be 80 into 6, that is 480 per week. This is a relatively straightforward method in which the payment will be made depending on the hours contributed by each worker. This method is generally deployed in those organizations where the services cannot be directly measured, such as a general helper, where the pace of output is independent of the operator, that is, in an automatic chemical plant, for example. In such a plant, the production activity takes place automatically without any human intervention. Therefore, the time contributed by each worker on the machine is taken as the base for calculating the total wages to be paid to him. Next, we are going to look at piece rate system. This system is generally used in those units where some sort of manufacturing activity takes place. In this method, a standard rate per unit of output is determined by the management. The wages of a worker depends on the number of units produced by him into the rate per unit. For example, say the standard rate per unit has been determined as 5 per unit. In a day, the worker has produced 1000 units. He'll be paid a total of 5000 rupees for that day. This method tends to motivate the employees to work better so that he or she can improve his or her contribution or the units produced, thereby increasing his daily wages. For these 1000 units, the number of hours taken is irrelevant. If he completes the work in 5 hours, then also he'll be paid the same wage of 5000 rupees. If he completes it in 8 hours, then also the wage will remain the same. Therefore, in time-based system, the number of hours played an important role. The hours he worked for, he got wages accordingly. But in piece rate system, what matters is the actual output of that worker. Next, we have the premium bonus methods. In these methods, each worker is awarded for the time saved by him. Say, the management decide that to produce 1 unit, the standard time that will be taken is 10 hours. But due to his efficiency, the worker is able to complete the production in just 9 hours, thereby saving 1 hour. He will be awarded for this 1 hour by the management. The bonus to be paid for this 1 hour can be calculated under three popular methods: Halsey, Rowan, and Emerson efficiency plan. We are going to look at each of these methods and the method of bonus calculation under them in detail in this video. First, we look at the Halsey Premium Plan. In this plan, the total wages paid will be the actual time taken into the time rate, just as we do in the time rate method, plus a bonus will be paid of 50% of the time saved. Say, the standard time is 10 hours for a job. The actual time taken is 8 hours and the rate per hour is 10 rupees. So the time saved here is 2 hours, that is 10 minus 8. So the wages that will be paid will be equal to the actual time taken into the rate as we calculate in the time rate method, giving us 8 hours into 10, that is 80 rupees, plus a bonus of 50%, that is 2 hours, which is the time saved, into 50% into 10 rupees, giving us 10 as a bonus. So the total wages will be 90 rupees. Had the employee been paid and the time rate system, he would have been given only 80 rupees. But since, due to his efficiency, he has saved a time of 2 hours, a premium, that is a bonus of 10 rupees, has been given to him, thereby increasing his total wages to rupees 90. Now, what are the advantages of this system? Time rate is guaranteed in the system, plus there's also an opportunity for increasing the earnings by increasing the production. Also, it is a very just method, such that if the employee takes any effort for increasing the production by saving time, he is sufficiently rewarded, plus the employer also benefits from the same, as his production will increase in the given time frame. But as all methods have some advantages and disadvantages as well, so does this plan also. In this case, the incentive is definitely stronger than the time rate system, because you're being paid extra for the time saved because of your efficiency, but the incentive is not as strong as with the piece rate system, where there is a direct increase in your earnings if you increase the production. In this case, the premium is paid only up to 50% of the time saved. Also, this principle may not be liked by some employees who are not as efficient as the others. Next, we are going to look at the Rowan Premium Plan. The basic concept of this plan is same as Halsey plan, that is, the employee will be paid at the rate per hour for the actual time worked by him, just as a time rate system, but the bonus paid under this system is calculated by a different method. Whereas in Halsey plan, the bonus paid was calculated as 50% of the time saved. In the Rowan plan, the bonus is paid for the proportion of the time taken by time allowed into the time saved. So simply, the 50% in the Rowan plan is getting substituted by the proportion of time taken into time allowed. So the standard hours is 10, actual hour is 8, and the rate per hour is rupees 10. Time saved is 2 hours. The wages under Rowan plan will be calculated as the time taken into the rate per hour, that is 80 rupees, which is same under both Rowan, Halsey and the time rate plan, plus a bonus of the time saved into the proportion of the total time taken to the actual standard hours into the rate, giving us 16 rupees, that is a total of 96 rupees. So we see in this plan, the bonus is actually more than in the Halsey plan. But this is not always the case, which we are going to see in detail in the upcoming slide. First, we'll discuss about the advantages and the disadvantages of the Rowan Premium plan. The advantage is it encourages efficient employees to work even better as it provides a better return to them. It is an equitable method of calculation of bonus as both the employer and the employee is benefiting from it. The employee is getting an extra payment for his efforts, whereas the employer is able to increase his production. It is claimed to be a foolproof system, that is, a worker can never double his earnings even if there's a bad rate setting. The disadvantages: this is a relatively complicated plan. The incentive is weak at a higher production level where the time saved is more than 50% of the time allowed. This point we'll be seeing in detail in the subsequent slide. And the next is that the sharing principle is not welcomed by the employees in some cases. Now we are going to compare the bonus plans under Halsey and the Rowan plan. So we see when the actual time is 50% of the time allowed, the bonus will come to be equal under both the plans. So here I have made an example. Suppose the standard time allowed is 8 and the actual time taken in multiple situations is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The time saved will be 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. The basic wages will be the actual time taken into the hourly rate, that is 8, which will be the same under both the plans. Now, the bonus under Halsey plan will be calculated at 50% of the time saved multiplied by the hourly rate. The bonus under Rowan plan will be calculated by the actual time taken by the time allowed into the time saved into the hourly rate. If we see at the point where the actual time saved is the same as the actual time taken, The bonus under Halsey plan and the Rowan plan is exactly the same, that is 16 rupees. When the time taken was more than the time saved, we could see that the Halsey plan gave a comparatively lesser amount of bonus than the Rowan plan. But when the time saved was more than 50% of the time allowed, then we saw that the Halsey plan was more beneficial than the Rowan plan. Why is this happening? This is because if we see when the actual time saved, when the actual time taken was 88% of the actual time allowed, then the bonus under Halsey plan was calculated at only 50% of the time saved. Whereas under Rowan plan, we'll be taking 88% because we are going to consider the actual time to the time allowed proportion, which is coming to 88% of the time saved. Because of this percentage, when the time saved is only 50% of the time allowed, when the time taken is less than 50% of the time allowed, we are going to get a higher bonus under Halsey plan and a lower bonus under Rowan plan because of the percentage of the time saved that we are considering under Halsey and the Rowan plan. Now we are going to look at the Emerson plan. Emerson suggested that up to 67% of the efficiency a worker can normally work. Therefore, he should be rewarded for an efficiency over 67%, up to a maximum of efficiency of 120%. At 100% efficiency, the worker is paid at the time rate plus a bonus of 20% of the wages earned. For every 1% increase thereafter in the efficiency, the bonus is increased by 1% as well. So, what are the advantages of this plan? The beginners are encouraged to work hard because after achieving an efficiency of only 67%, he will become entitled to a bonus under this plan, which is not possible in the other two plans. In the other two plans, bonus is only possible when the worker is working at an efficiency of more than 100%, whereas in this plan, you will be paid a bonus if you work up to an efficiency of at least 67%. This possesses a rational determination of efficiency because expecting an individual to work at 100% is a little irrational. In this plan, a standard efficiency of 67% is considered for all the workers. But there is also a disadvantage since the labor cost will be increased because many workers will be able to achieve this efficiency of 67%. And once this efficiency is achieved, the management will have to pay a higher wage to the worker. Plus, to avoid the increased labor cost, management may be tempted to fix a high level of standard output. Say if the standard time to be taken is 10 hours for a project, then at 67% efficiency, since the management will have to pay bonus, the management may set the standard time of 8 hours instead of 10 hours so as to ensure that not many workers reach this efficiency of 67%. So with this, we come to an end of the various methods of wage incentives. So far, we have studied that there are three techniques of wage calculation. One is a time rate system where A standard rate per hour is determined and the workers are paid according to the number of hours worked by him. Next is the output rate system, where a standard rate per unit of production is fixed by management and the worker is paid according to the number of units produced by him. The next we have the premium bonus methods, wherein the payment is made as per the time rate system, plus for motivating the employees to work better, a bonus is paid to the workers. There are three methods of calculating this bonus. One is under Halsey plan, where the employee is paid at the time rate per hour for 50% of the total time saved by the unit. Under Rowan plan, the worker is paid of to a proportion of the time saved by time allowed of the total time taken as the bonus. Under Emerson method, the worker is paid at time rate for efficiency up to 67%, and bonus is paid for any efficiency beyond that. At 100%, he'll be paid at the time rate plus a bonus of 20% of the total wages earned. In case of any doubts, feel free to post them in the comment section below. Thank you.